Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I've been using the new Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra for about a month now, and I just wanted to give my full review on this phone. So on the outside, it is very similar to the S22 Ultra, but the edges of the phone feel better and it fits really nice in the hand due to the flatter sides. The phone's curvature is slightly less pronounced than before, and I am happy to still have a physical SIM card slot, which is something Apple got rid of to move over to eSIMs, which has honestly been a pain to switch over in my opinion. The S23 Ultra does have an S Pen, which is handy to jot down quick notes or to sign documents. Outside of that, you can use the S Pen to control the camera functions on your phone, which is useful for taking a group selfie. So it is nice to have, but I don't see myself reaching for it very often. For the cameras, we now have a 200 megapixel camera, and Samsung has also really focused on the videography for this phone, so shooting video is a lot better and a much needed upgrade. Stabilization is now on par with the iPhone, and you can switch between each mode while shooting, and there's no need to stop and change the camera. But I did notice that it isn't too smooth when switching between modes. So in good lighting scenarios, this phone actually takes incredible photos. And when you use the 200 megapixel mode, the files are going to be actually really big, but you can punch in and zoom to get a lot more detail than you would on just the standard auto mode, which is the 12 megapixel camera. Pictures taken with the 200 megapixel camera also seem to come out more saturated than the pixel bend images. You can tell here between the two pictures. However, I don't really see a big use case personally for the 200 megapixel. I'm sure it's going to be nice for specific scenarios where you really just want to get that detail in the shot, but outside of that, you'll still get great looking photos with the 12 megapixel. Now, while you can still get good shots in low light conditions, the camera does struggle with shutter lag, so you'll have to be sure to hold the phone extra steady if you don't want blurry objects in your photos. Hopefully this can be improved with future software updates. The selfie camera also got updated to a 12 megapixel camera, which is actually down from last year's 40 megapixel. However, we do now get dual autofocus, so that's a good improvement. And I think the selfies coming out of this phone are really nice, but I don't really see anything too crazy here. Now on the inside, you'll see quite a few improvements from the battery life as well as processing power. Samsung can finally compete in Apple when it comes to battery life. Now the iPhone 14 Pro Max was actually a little bit worse than the 13 Pro Max when it came to battery life. But as far as the S23 Ultra, we do see quite a bit of improvements this year, which is actually really great. And the efficiency of the phone is actually contributed to the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor from Qualcomm. The processor has also been great for performance, and alongside Samsung's heat dissipation that they have, the sustained performance is excellent. You can definitely play games longer, and the phone does not get nearly as hot, so the phone should be able to handle your light video editing and game sessions while also remaining smooth, especially with that 120Hz adaptive AMOLED display. Now the big question, should you upgrade? People who have the S22 Ultra will not be upgrading to the S23. I think this is going to be a worthy upgrade for those that have an older Note or even the S20 or S21 and are just looking for that build quality and the specs that this phone has to offer. So the S23 Ultra is actually a refined version of the S22 Ultra. So I don't think you can really go wrong with this phone in my opinion. But that's my review on the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. Thanks for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment for more tech videos like this one. Thanks.